Are you ready to see the one and holy mother of all Jesuses take down a Town Hall 10 as a Town Hall 9? Well, the Jesus does it. He is the one and only God. Because if you watched my previous Gods of God, the Godly Attacks of Town Hall 11, I'll link that video. You know what I'm talking about, the Gods of Gods. The Jesus is the God of gods and the God of men. He's just racking this base to smithereens. So, what is happening on the battlefield? He's using the Bowler Witch. Of course, as a Town Hall 9, hitting a Town Hall 10. This is a strong strategy. 1, to scout, if you want to scout a Bowler Witch. 2, to get a 2-star on a Town Hall 10. And 3, a possible 3-star. So, all 3 wrapped around in dingly-doo. This is a hard entry point. There's a lot happening. Everything's from the 6 to 9 side. You would never Bowler Witch from the opposite side. There's too much value here from the 6 to 9 side. So, what happens and how does the magic happen? Whoops, whoops, whoops. We're going to slow that down. So, he's going to just witch on the outside. Now, the big key components here that he does. He is able to use his golems to the utmost ability. Now, look what happens here. As he brings in the 3 golems, they are able to tank for pretty much every single defense on the outside. Now, this is just kind of, I feel like the base design flaw or mistake. All these defensive perimeters were able to be tanked. And so what happens is the wizards behind and the witches behind were able to get some huge value. Now, he didn't have anything going to the middle, guys. Look at this. He had witches going to the middle and the queen going to the middle. So, pretty awesome stuff. King goes on the outside, which is actually not the end of the world. And he does misplace his poison. Would you look at that, guys? Misplaced poison. Look, he doesn't even tag the queen or no, they're still out of the poison. I mean, that is just crazy. With a misplaced poison, he was still able to get this 3-star down. He double misplaced poison. He just assumed that they came out, but then they got stuck on the skellies and able to take it down. So, because pretty much this whole base, on the back end, there's no splash damage. There's only cannons and Teslas. He's got a couple mortars and this bomb tower up, but the queen's going to be able to snag that. All these witches on the outside are really able to get some massive value. Massively indeed. All the skellies are going to be able to tank, and I mean, this just works out to be a beautiful hit. Great entry point, great deployment. I mean, you think, well, I could do that. He had a superb golem deployment, covering all of those defenses, able to get the job done. Notice, guys, the cannons can't handle the skellies. He does end up losing 1 witch to the skellies, but he's got 3 more in the core. So this one's just going to play on out pretty slowly. We'll speed it up on 2 times to give him the glory that he deserves. He does pop queen ability. Again, witches and skellies come out to play. And again, Teslas, the only thing that could really stop his troops right now are giant bombs on the outside perimeter, and that's about it. But he didn't run into any giant bombs, so he's able to get the 3-star. And the Jesus showing us, thank you, that you know what you're doing. You just 3-starred a Town Hall 10 with maxed Inferno towers. It was not an easy Town Hall 10. Yes, it wasn't maxed, but it wasn't easy in the sense of all Town Hall 10s are hard. Maybe not the best base design, but who cares, man? He got a 3-star. You know, we're going to stick with the Jesus, and he's just showing us he knows what he's doing. So this time, he's got versatility. Number 1 key component as a great attacker, you want versatility. If you cannot hog, or if you cannot loon, and if you can only Bowler Witch, and now if you only can Queen Walk Falcon, or Queen Walk Valkyrie, you need to work on one of your strategies. Another strategy, have at least 3 in the repertoire. I mean, the spam strategy is easy to master, but I would highly suggest, more than highly, you must, if you want to be a great war attacker, get down the hog attack and get down the loon attack. Hogs are a bit easier than loons, because loons are a little bit tricky on the pathing. People will get a little bit freaked out, confused. They don't really know what to do with the loons, so they just throw them all in. Now, this is a kill squad. This is systematic. He enters here, taking down exactly what he needs. Now, why this entry point? Go watch my other videos for entry points, and we'll get back to it another time. But now that the base is carved out, look at this. It's kind of like an L-shaped left, right? You've got 9 o'clock all the way to 3. That looks like an L. Now, where do you enter in? Honestly, on this hit, he could have come from 9 or 3. I do like the 3 o'clock entry point, and the reason I say that, there's more wizard towers on the 3 o'clock, on the 9 o'clock side, sorry. And that means your hounds can tank a little bit better. For that sort of thing. So he's got a number of hounds left. He's got, not hounds. He's got a number of loons left, and pretty smashed indeed. I mean, very smashed. He's got one hound up, still tanking a bit, and he's got some back-end loons as well if he needs them, but let's see if he swags them or not. He might not because he's got a Troll Tesla up at 12. Looks like he's going to use that. Or no, the Skellies will get it. No, he's going to use the loons will get it. The loons will get it. He almost had a time fail. He didn't. I don't think he saw that Troll Tesla up at 12. But because of the Skellies and the pups, able to get this one down. Thank you, the Jesus, for showing us. Woo, the dogs! Hey, quiet down, man. Unkill. During my programming here, unkill, not kill at all, totally unkill. Okay, Sui Lalo here. He lures the CC out with the loon, and then he kills it. So this is a trick. All you need for a kill, you put your king down and your queen behind. You can't throw in. He throws in a baby. You don't have to. It is smart if you're a little concerned about your queen. Maybe you want a little more value for the queen. And he threw in the baby. So, nice use of the baby. With the queen ability, able to snag a wizard tower and a Tesla. Not sure if he's going to get the archer tower down. Doesn't look like it. Or is he? No, does not look like it. So, either way, got the wizard tower and the Tesla. It would have been nice to get the archer tower down, but such is life. Such is life. It will kind of mess up his pathing, actually. So, here's pathing for you guys. If this because this archer tower is up, see, these loons are going to start to shift over here, and you don't want that. If the archer tower is down, the loons would go from the cannon to the air defense and then shift over to the other cannon if there's no Tesla right by the wizard tower. Of course, if it's a fresh hit, you don't know if there's a Tesla there. But we'll see. I'll show you exactly what's going to happen here on his pathing. He's not even going to, he's not even going to put a haste there. He does realize what's going to happen. You see that? See, they shift over to the archer tower. In the end, it wasn't the biggest deal. He was able to still recover. He's got 3 hounds up. Unfortunately, Loon's getting out in front of the hounds. But as long as he puts he's got 1 ray. Okay, he was like, where's his spells? He's got a Skelly spell, and he's going to Skelly Rage kill the queen. If you don't know that trick, that is a trick. You put a Rage down and then a Skelly spell behind, and it takes care of the queen. So when you probably first saw this hit, you're like, how is he going to 3-star this, man? He didn't even get the queen down. That's the trick to do it. It takes a lot of skill to do that hit. It's definitely not a beginner hit because you got to learn how to place the skeleton spell. You got to learn how to do your hounds and loons and all that. So pretty sophisticated attack for the new player out there. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to practice this one. That's what FC is great for. So anyways, thanks again for the Jesus showing us a Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 10 takedown. And I appreciate you coming and watching the channel. Other Town Hall 9 strategies for you. And we will see you around. Please subscribe, please share if you liked the video, and share it with your clanmates. Get on out there, dominate. And you've been informed by the one and only Halo Okrahead's Nobody.
This is Sparta!